Hi everyone, welcome to the Kitchen Notes channel. Today, we're going to make this delicious, quick and easy cake. First, we'll need a springform pan for the sponge cake. Mine is 24 centimeters, I think. A small saucepan to make the cherry jam for the filling. Also the cherries themselves, fresh or canned. A mixer. Anyway, I'll list everything in the description, so don't worry. Once you've prepared all the ingredients, preheat the oven to 180 degrees without the fan. We're going to bake a sponge cake. To do that, mix the eggs with the sugar and beat them well. Don't forget to wash the eggs. It's best if they're at room temperature. They beat up better that way. Crack open the yolks and let's get started. It's so great that we have a mixer now. No need to beat everything by hand. I honestly don't know what we'd do if everyone's power went out right now. But anyway, let's keep beating the eggs. We want a fantastic cake after all. Once our eggs have been beaten with sugar into a fluffy foam, we add the flour and baking powder. Yeah, I really should buy a decent flour sifter. Subscribe and place your bets in the comments on when I'll be able to buy one. Spoiler, not anytime soon. So you need to fold in the flour in batches, gently stirring with a spoon, or better yet, a silicone spatula, from the bottom up. This way, we'll preserve as many of the air bubbles as possible that formed earlier. Be prepared that this process will require patience, but try to relax a little and enjoy yourself. There's something meditative about it. But keep in mind that if you use a mixer to beat it, you'll ruin everything. Once the batter is smooth, pour it into a pan greased with oil and bake for 35 minutes. It's important to avoid a large temperature difference immediately after baking, but we'll worry about that later. While our wonderful sponge cake is taking shape, we'll prepare the filling. I had a few fresh cherries and I wanted to replace the rest with canned cherries, but I didn't like how they looked, so I won't even show you how I prepared them. It's a good thing I prepared the fresh cherries separately. But you get the idea, right? You can basically use any kind of jam, preferably one that isn't too thick. Let's get back to the cooking process. It's simply a fact, cherry pits release toxic substances when heated, so never cook with the pits in, not to mention that you could break a tooth. It'll taste best if you caramelize the fresh cherries a bit, like simmering them with sugar. Use more than I did, at least 500 to 700 grams, and the process will go more smoothly if there's more surface area for the liquid to evaporate from. Since I had a peach at home that needed to be eaten right away, I decided to caramelize it to decorate the outside of the cake. There are many different ways to do this. I made mine in a cooking pan. You can also make jam in a cooking pan, by the way. The principle is the same, except you need to add butter to the caramel. Once everything is simmered until it's just before it becomes too runny, find that fine balance so it looks appealing to the eye, set it aside to cool. And when the sponge cake is done baking, turn off the oven and leave the door slightly ajar until it cools enough to handle with your hands. Avoid drafts at this stage. And while everything is cooling, we can make the cream. It's very convenient that all the steps can be done sequentially with careful planning. Today's cream is a mascarpone cream. Everyone knows it. It's very simple and delicious. My favorite. There's nothing complicated about it. Just mix the mascarpone with powdered sugar and heavy cream whipped to medium peaks. Then chill it briefly in the refrigerator to let it set. Now, if everything went as planned and the sponge cake didn't collapse, we can start assembling the cake using the cooled layers. First, let's cut the sponge cake. It's easier to do this with a long knife while looking along the cutting line. That is, leaning straight in from the side. Carefully separate the layers. It turned out very springy and holds its shape well, exactly what we wanted. So the top layer will become the bottom layer. It's a good idea to soak it with some more cherry syrup. Don't worry, the sponge cake won't get soggy because the syrup is thick and will set in the fridge. Next, spread a generous amount of cream and filling. Feel free to be generous here. You can really get creative however you like. Everyone has different tastes. The main thing is that you made it yourself, so you know exactly what ingredients went into it and what's inside. Of course, you won't be baking this every day, but there are other healthy recipes for everyday use. By the way, let me know in the comments what dish you'd like me to make for you. Oh, and please subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. So, I end up with this cute-looking cake with a slightly fruity flavor. I'll share some more ideas with you. You can spread the cream nicely on the cake using your nose if, like me, you don't have a pastry spatula. It's also fun to decorate the sides of the cake with shredded coconut. So there you go. Be sure to let the cake set well in the fridge, preferably overnight, and make sure it's covered so the frosting doesn't dry out. Thanks for cooking with me. May everything in life taste great. See you in the next videos.